guys, welcome back to another Marvel Duel video. My name's Jonathan Snow, and today guys we have a huge update for Season 4. Now we finally got all the information that we wanted to see, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. We have so much to talk about. I'm just going to jump straight into it, and let's just get started. So here we go. This is on their official server, and let's go ahead and take a look here. So the first thing it says, "Dear players, we plan to carry out temporary server updates, and we're going to pass all of that and go right into new season. Enter the Arena is coming. New season, Enter the Arena will start on October 22nd at 12 a.m. GMT +8 at times. Players will be able to complete the season settlement according to their data in the last season and get new tiers, new ladder points, season rewards of the new season. What's new in the new Season 4? Alright, so let's go. Season Pass. New Season Pass is coming. New Gwenpool emotes. I love emotes. I'm gonna get it. New Gwenpool card back. And new superhero Angela, all in the new Season Pass. That's actually pretty cool. Season rewards. We have adjusted the season rewards for the new season. Now players can get customized season supply chests at the end of the season. So that's actually pretty cool. We're actually going to get a chest at the end of the season. That's nice. That's always added. It's always good to have free stuff. Top up bonus. We added a top up bonus events. Once their historical top up reaches the corresponding amount, players can get epic reward. Players can get rewards like epic cards, legendary cards, customized card backs. So basically, I'm assuming the higher you grind and ladder, the more top-end prizes that you actually can get and can achieve. So that's actually pretty interesting, if I'm correct in that aspect. Fight animation speed up. Oh my goodness. That's exactly what we wanted. Speed up animation. We have added a new fight animation speed up function. Players can now speed up the fight animations during battle phase. Players can unlock this function by reaching level 25 in normal pass or reaching level 1 in advanced season pass. Please note the function unlock will only last for one season. So basically that means that it is behind playing the game / season pass. So if you're free to play at level 25, you actually get to unlock this function. I believe as early as 1 week later, you could probably reach level 25. I'm not too sure. I'm assuming if you do all the daily quests all throughout the 7 days, as well as all the optional objectives and stuff like that, you should be able to push fast enough to reach level 25 within the week and a half if you're free to play. If you spend the $5 on the battle pass, you're actually able to unlock that feature right away. But why $5? $5 is actually not too pricey. I know there's reasons behind it. Some people, $5 might be too much. I understand that, but what the cool thing about this game is that once you spend $5 on the battle pass, you never again have to spend money on the game or / battle pass, because the battle pass gives you enough gems to unlock the next battle pass, the next season, guaranteed, as long as you do not use those gems. So that is actually really cool. So $5 can get you very far in this game. So definitely, if you're playing this game long term and you're putting a lot of hours in, I definitely do recommend getting the battle pass for $5. New cards. We always love new cards. We added Hydra Motivation, so a new Hydra card, Explosion Trap, and MODOK. Okay, to neutral card pool. So if you guys have not aware, MODOK is a character that's like a mad scientist, and he's like a big head, and he flies in his mechanized machine. If you guys are not aware, he's actually featured in the Marvel Avengers game that came out for the consoles earlier this year. So that's actually really cool that we're actually get to see MODOK in this game. I'm actually excited for that. S.H.I.E.L.D. is experimenting some internal problems due to influence of Hydra. Phil Coulson will be leaving the Lockhart pool after the September 24th update. ASP will be taking his place. I have no idea who SASP? I have no idea who that is, but it's sad to see Phil Coulson go, but I guess it's kind of a good thing because he's pretty OP for a 3 cost. I'm just saying. So here we go, Arena mode. Alright, so this is the new game mode. In the near future, we'll be introducing a new mode for the next season, Arena mode. Arena mode will replace the entrance of the training mode in the main interface and training mode will be moved to adventure mode. Stay tuned. So basically, they're pretty much swapping places. They're not getting rid of training mode. They're just replacing it and putting it somewhere else behind another tab. Optimization. We have optimized the look of Iron Will and additional action times. Now players can distinguish those characters who have Iron Will or be taking additional attacks more clearly. That's always good. That's a visual improvement. That's a quality of life upgrade, which I do approve of that. We optimize the trigger logic of Hush Now. Now Hush Now can reduce the power of stun characters. So that's actually a buff to Hush Now, actually. That's really nice. We optimize the user interface, a flow of team up mode, okay. We updated a couple of card stories. I have no idea we had card stories, so I'll definitely have to look at that. We have optimized the progress of the tutorial, the process of the tutorial. We have optimized skill VSX for some cards, so I'm assuming that's when you have the card animations on their skills, you know, when they come out and they start shooting or slashing, slamming, or whatever they do. That's upgraded. We have added the Stardust Dash Coins exchange option to Coins exchange interface. So that's actually very new. I'm not too sure exactly what that means, Stardust into coins. Oh, you know what? Stardust is the real life currency that you can convert into coins. I see. Okay, so you have the option to do that, just like you're able to do Stardust into those ISO gems to get packs. Okay, so that's what that is. Bug fixes. Fix the deck name displayed bug in the matchmaking interface. Okay. Fix the display bug when checking players' frontline. Basically, frontline is when everything, you can see your opponent's board state the last round as long as it's not in ladder mode. Every other mode, you can actually look at that. So that's actually pretty cool. It sucks that it's not in ladder mode, but I see why, because it's a lot of information for competitive play. Fix the mode switching bug where after adjusting the deck in Friends Duel. Okay, fix some other bugs. Okay. Card adjustments. So this is where the main meat of this update is going to be at. So here we go. Full crystal compensation. After the adjustments, players will now be able to dismantle the following cards and get full crystals in return of 2020 10-23. Moondragon, Gravity Mine, Nanotech Symbiote, Scroll Soldiers, and Angela and Ant-Man. So for those basically this is the company's trying to cover itself. So basically, if people have invested money or in-game currency in order to craft these specific cards, and now if they get nerfed or buffed and it is not to your liking anymore, you do have the option to dismantle the card and gain back those materials that you spent, and you can use those materials to craft something else at your leisure. So that's actually really cool that that they're able to do that. So I do like that. So balance adjustments. All right, here's the first thing. First card, Nanotech Symbiote. Battle style, Guardian to attack. So its battle style got changed. So if you guys don't know what battle style is, there's 3 different styles in this game. It's Power, which is red. We have Guardian, which is blue. And we have Yellow, which is support. So now this blue card has become a red card. A previous skill, at the start of the battle, for each 6 coast cards on your battlefield, give the equipped character plus 12 power and armor. So that was the crazy effect. The new skill, when you play a Stark Industry character card, give all your Stark Industry characters plus 4 power. So this is actually a huge change, and this is actually a kind of a nerf to this card, because before you used to be able to use this with any card, with any deck. Now this is specifically a Stark Industry card, and you only gain power. So this is a huge nerf to Nanotech Symbiote. Angela, previous skill, defeat, give all your characters your armor equal to the defeated character's power. The new skill, defeat, give all your Asgardian characters armor equal to the defeated character's power. So again, this is not a nerf slash not a buff, but this is a more focused card for a specific archetype, which means it's going to a specific deck, which to me, I'm not upset about that. Angela was too good to be just a neutral card that could fit in any single deck, and you can use her at any given time. I'm glad she's locked behind a specific deck now, a specific archetype. So I'm actually cool with this. Neither though, I still disagree with the quad armor. I'm just saying, I think she should gain like maybe double or maybe triple the armor. But quad armor is pretty insane stat-wise, but she's an endgame card, so I see why. But I'm glad this is a good change. James Rhodes, previous skill, Invocation. At the end of the turn, give +2 for 8 power to random character on your battlefield and a random character to your teammate's battlefield. Trigger n times, where n equals the number of times you play this card in this game. New skill, Invocation. Give a random character battlefield 2 for 8 power. Triggers n times, where n equals the time you play this card in this game. At the end of the turn, it triggers your... Okay, so basically, instead of the end of turn, meaning when it says the end of turn, that means at the end of the turn where the timer goes to 0 and your cards are about to attack and get revealed, that's the end of your turn. That's when James Rhodes will actually give a boost, so you can't do anything. So once he gives a boost, that's it. But this time, he actually triggers immediately once he's dropped on the field. So this is actually a buff to James Rhodes, because now you can play James Rhodes, see where the buff is going on your field, and then you can sell him off and then play another one if you want to, or just keep the stat boost and, you know, maneuver your cards around the board depending on where the boost goes. So this is actually a good change for Rhodes. I think he's actually going to see play more often than not. Convenience Beam, previous skill, at the start of the next turn, deal n pierce damage to the far left, for the far left most opponent, where n equals to 10 the number of +10 the number of Convenience Beam that has been played in the game times 10. New skill, at the start of the battle, so the same effect, deal n pierce damage to the far left opponent, still the same thing, where n equals 30 plus, and then additional 10 more on top of that. So basically it does +20 now instead of just a 10. So that's actually a really good change for this card. So it does more damage on the first card, which is nice. So we have Suitcase Armor, so that's a buff for Convergence Beam. Suitcase Armor, previous skill, when you sell a Stark Industry character on your battlefield, add a Stark Industry character card with a lower cost to your hand, trigger twice. New skill, when you sell a Stark Industry character card on your battlefield, so same effect, add a Stark Industry character with lower cost to your hand, trigger 3 times. So basically, it's the same card, but it triggers 1 more additional time. So no real change, but it's definitely a boost, because instead of triggering twice, it triggers 3 times in a battle, so that's obviously a buff. Whiplash, power 10 to 20, that's a buff. Luffy, battle style attack into Guardian, so now he's actually a Guardian, okay. Power is 20 to goes to 30, armor is 6 and goes to 9, so that's an obvious buff. Previous skill, at the start of battle, double your Ragnarok character's armor and give them Retaliate. New skill, at the start of the battle, your Ragnarok characters gain 100%, 200 or 400% more armor. So he loses Retaliate, which is a nerf, but he 100%s the armor. So if basically this is like for the Frost Beast cards. If the Frost Beast has like a 20 armor plus 100, that's a 40 armor boost. If it's 200%, that's a plus 40. So he'll be a 60. So that's a lot. That's actually a huge buff. And the card itself is really strong. So that's really a nice change. We have Ant-Man. Previous skill, critical hit, assault, dismantle 1, 2, 4 of your opponent's equipment at random. New skill, plus 1, 2, 4 action times. Always attack opponent with the equipment first before attacking dismantle equipment of the target. So this is a very interesting card, because now it loses its critical hit and it loses its assault. But with that, it gains more attack, and it always attacks the equipment unit first, and it still dismantles it. So that's very interesting. So basically, a 1-star Ant-Man can attack twice. It's base attack, and then it has additional action if your opponent has an equipment. So it can get rid of 2 equipments for 1 star. Unlike before, as a 1-star, it only could get rid of 1 equipment. So this is actually a good buff, but balanced at the same time. He loses his crit and assault, so you actually have to put him in the first slot and hope that he survives, so that way he can actually get rid of those equipment. So that's very interesting with Ant-Man. I have to do some playtesting with him, but I think I might like this action one a little bit better. Maybe. We'll see. Scroll Soldiers, battle style, Guardian into support. So now it's a support class. Power is 3, armor is 0, so we got a buff and a nerf there. Previous skill, when your opponent summons a character, deal 2/4 damage to that character. New skill, your other intergalactic warrior characters gain +1 to 4 power. So this is actually a really interesting card because one, it buffs the archetype that is doing with intergalactic warrior, so that's actually pretty cool. And it's a stronger card now for a 2-drop. But now what happens to Hydra? Hydra used to actually use this card a lot for a 2-star. It'll snipe the Hydra soldier on the opponent's side, and then it will trigger Zola, and then Zola will go ahead and trigger, and he'll snipe something on your opponent's side. So I'm kind of wondering where that's going to leave Hydra now, because this is actually one of the key cards to the deck. So I don't know how I feel about this yet, so we have to just give it some time. Not too sure how I feel about this that change. Phantom Force Field, previous skill, give a character +1 power and +1 action time in the next battle. New skill, give a character +4 power and +1 action time in the next battle. So obviously this is a great buff. It does +3 power. That's great. And this is actually a 2-cost card, by the way, legendary. Ronin, battle style, attack into support. So he just got to switch. Captain Marvel, attack to support. Mean Evra, attack to support. Supreme Intelligence, power is reduced from 20 to 10. So he got a nerf. His style is from attack to support. Moonstone, its style is from attack to support. So Moonstone is still only specifically intergalactic now. So that's actually very interesting. So now Moonstone got nerfed off of Hela or Destroyer, wherever you want to use it at. So that's actually very interesting. Yang roll 8 to 10 previous skill. Skill damage dealt by your intergalactic warriors +1, 2, and 4. New skill, skill damage dealt to your intergalactic characters +2, 4, 8. So that's an obvious buff for that team. Spectrum, battle style, guardian, and supports. Powers 4 goes to 20. Armor from 25 to 0. So that's obviously buff and nerf to stat wise. Previous skill, when a friendly intergalactic warrior is defeated, deal 6, 12, 24 damage to a random opponent. A new skill, when a friendly intergalactic warrior character is defeated, deal 10, 20, 40 damage to a random opponent. So this is a 100% upgrade, a more aggressive card overall. Owl, previous skill, when you complete a quest, summon a 1, 2, 3 random 2-cost character with star level 1. New skill, when you complete a quest, add a random 3, 4, 5 cost character to your hand. That's a huge plus. That's actually a really good card. The only bad thing about this, it doesn't specifically get Marvel Knights, because getting a free Daredevil, a free Shang-Chi, Iron Fist, possible Jean, I believe her name is, or no, Jessica. Her name is Jessica. Punisher, Stick. Those would actually have been pretty insane if it could actually grab that. Owl would have been 100% a staple in Marvel Knights. But this is actually a good change though for him. The Hood Cloak, previous skill, at the end of the turn, dismantle a random quest on your battlefield and give a equipped character +6. New skill, at the end of your turn, give the equipped character N power, where N equals the number of quests in your battlefield ×2. Basically, this is the buff 100%. So that's really nice. And it doesn't dismantle your quest either, which is also another good thing. So that's actually a really good buff for the Hood's Cloak. For Drax, a power 8 to 12, so that's a buff. Previous skill, defeat, can attack again, trigger only once, twice, or 4 times every time. New skill, +1, 2, 4 action time, defeat, +2, 4, 8 power. So that's a 100% buff. That is great for Drax. It definitely goes well with his lore, that he wants to attack a lot of times and he gets stronger. So that's really cool. Yondu, previous skill, when a friendly Guardians of the Galaxy character defeats a character, deal damage to all opponents equal to the number of Guardians on the board. New skill, it does pierce, defeat, equip a Yakon arrow on 1, 2, or 3 friendly characters with no equipment. That's actually pretty good. We don't know what Yakon arrow does. I do remember what it sort of does, but I believe there's a change to Yakon arrow as well, and we'll get to that. So obvious 100% boost buff for Yondu. That's great. Moondragon. Okay. Previous skill, assault, change the power of 1 or 2 4 characters, this card is facing 2-1. New skill. Before another friendly Guardians of the Galaxy character launching attack, change the power of their target to 1. Trigger once, twice, or 4 times in each battle. So in order for her to trigger that, to reduce to 1, you have to have a friendly Guardian on the team. So now she's not splashable anymore, and she does not have assault. So you actually now have to play her first on the first slot. Wow. Actually, no. You can still place her anywhere on the board, but you have to have a Guardian on the first slot attacking first. So you probably want to use Drax Assault on a Guardian, leave him on the front, and then target Moondragon wherever you want her, so that way she could trigger her ability. So that's very interesting. So that's definitely a nerf for her. Being splashable now. Quad Blaster is a very bad weapon. Previous skill action, deal damage to 2 opponents equal to double the number of Guardian characters, trigger 4 times in battle. Yeah, that card was not good. New skill, special action, deal 12 puncture and pierce to a random opponent. Trigger 4 times when equipped to a Guardian of the Galaxy character. Give them assault and attack action. Wow. People with Tony Stark, if you're giving Quad Blasters away, beware, because if you give it to your Guardian deck, they are going to go insane. That is a huge buff for Quad Blasters. Unbelievable. Adam Warlock, 2-7. That's great. So that's just a natural buff. Mantis Power, 2-3. Previous skill, when a friendly Guardian of the Galaxy character defeats a character, they gain 2/4/8 power. New skill, when a friendly Guardians of the Galaxy character defeats a character, they gain 3/6/12. That's a guaranteed 100% buff. Insane. Mantis is going to be seeing play as well. Groot, 5-4 power. There's a nerf there. Armor, 2-8. That's a buff there. Previous skill, Triumph, gain 3/6/12 armor. New skill, Triumph, gain 4/8/16. That's an overall buff. Groot is way better now than he ever was. He's gonna be seeing a lot of play too. Yondu. Okay, so this is the same thing here. Okay. Yondu, Groot. Okay, we have Eric Killmonger. Power from 3-6. That's a natural buff. Outrider. Oof. Let's see here. Power 4-1. That's a nerf. Previous skill, Invocation 3. Add a 3/4/5 cost card to your shop. New skill, Assault. So he has Assault now. Okay. Give your other attack characters plus 2/4/8 power. That's actually a very interesting thing. So you're going to want to play an aggressive deck. Like, you want to play like an all-power deck, and then this guy will actually have some nice value to him. I'm very curious. I don't know. Now I probably won't add him in every deck, because normally I just add him in every deck. But now he's going to be deck specific. So that's very interesting. So it's definitely a big nerf to him, utility-wise. But his overall giving a continuous stat buff is pretty nice every time you summon him. Taskmaster, power 4-5, rarity, rare to epic. Okay, so that he got a rarity upgrade. Okay. A previous skill, at the end of the turn, give a character in your hand 2/4/8 power. New skill, Invocation. For each Guardian card in the shop, this card gains 4/8/16 armor. So so Taskmaster got a huge rework, a buff. That's actually really good for him. So this card is definitely gonna see play. Wasp, power 4-5, so that's a buff. Previous skill, Invocation. Give a friendly Guardian character plus 3/6/12 power, armor, or guard. New skill, Invocation. For each attack in the shop, for each attack card in the shop, this card gains 2/4/8 power. Oh no! Oh man, Wasp is no more. Giving your Guardian characters, like, if you play her, you can give like Frost Beast or give Phil Coulson the guard and the armor, and now you can't do that anymore. Oh, that sucks. Goodbye, Wasp. I don't think she's gonna be good anymore. Oh man, Okoye, power 2-1, armor 1-3. So that's a buff and nerf. Previous skill, last word, give a friendly Guardian character 1/2/4 power and 2/4/8 armor. New skill, last word, give all your Guardian characters plus 2/4/8 power. That's actually not terrible. Okay, Okoye is actually pretty good now, or even better. The armor was really good, the 1 power and 2 armor, but giving all your Guardians, like if you're playing a full Guardian deck, this is really big. That number can be tremendous. Hawkeye costs from 3 to 6. Okay, so he's a 6 cost now. Power 4 to 16. Previous skill, your characters with a critical hit gain +3 power, 6-12. New skill, after a friendly character with critical hit launching attack, this card gains 50, 100, or 200% more power. That's a huge buff on Hawkeye if you're playing like a critical deck. So basically, you're going to want to sit Hawkeye in the back because you want your critical units to trigger first, so that way he gains all the buff, and by the time they finish, like by the time you have your 5 crit units finishing, Hawkeye is going to be like a monster. So he's like pretty much like a destroyer type of thing. Aim soldiers. Okay, power from 3 to 2 previous skill. At the start of your turn, you take 1 damage and gain 1, 2, 4 battle gems. New skill, invocation. The cost of support cards is -1, 2, 4 in the shop. That's actually a pretty good buff because you're actually gonna play this in the intergalactic deck because now they're all support. So basically, you could get like a -1, 2, 4. And just start snagging a lot of cards in the shop. So that's actually very interesting. I actually like this effect a lot. That's actually going to be really cool. Alright, balance adjustments to locked card pool. So these are all the locked cards that we have to deal with when we actually play the game. Ulysses Cleo, previous skill, invocation, give all characters in the shop +1, 2, 4 power. New skill, before taking action, give your support characters 1, 2, 4 power. So, again, this is a buff to support cards, but just in a general, just grabbing the card, this is a huge nerf for it. Because you have to be playing that specific deck. So now, actually just grabbing him from the shop or seeing him turn 1 is actually pretty bad. Unless you're playing a support deck. Shield agents, a power 4 to 3, so that's a nerf. Previous skill, no skill. Now he has a skill, so it's obvious the buff. When a friendly attack character enters the battle, give them +1, 2, or 4 power. That's so good. He's gonna be such a good card now to grab. Ghost suits, previous skill, special action, give your character +1 power, triggers 5 times. New skill, special action, give your other characters +2 power, trigger 5 times. So that's a natural buff. That's good. Korg. Okay, so Korg got reduced by 6 to 5, so by 1. Previous skill, invocation, give a guardian character 8, 16, or 32 armor. New skill, Iron Will. Oh, okay, I like this. Because when he comes into board, they keep the buff. So now they gain Iron Will. Ooh, okay, so this is going to be a stop to ego. This is like an anti-ego card now. Very interesting, I like it. Hero skills adjustments. Okay, so now we have new hero skills. Web Warriors, previous skill, passive skill. At the end of your turn, if you have no battle gems, randomly gain 1 or 6 battle gems. So that's pretty cool. That was before. New skill, passive skill, first shop refresh, each turn costs 0. I can't say it's a nerf or buff for the skill because I think it's kind of player preference because I don't mind getting the 1 or 6 extra gems at random, and then a shop refresh for free is always good. So I don't know. This is give and take. I like both skills, honestly. I probably prefer maybe the top skill because by minimum you can usually get like 2 or 3 gems. Anything above that is just free value. So I don't know. I like both skills, so it's okay. Spider Sense, previous skills, passive skill. When a friendly Spider-Verse character enters the battlefield, the adjacent character gains +1 power. New skill, passive skill. When a friendly Spider-Verse character enters the battlefield, give your other Spider-Verse characters +1 power. This is 100% perfect skill because before, when I was playing Spider-Verse, every time I would have this effect, you actually have to strategically place your units. Like, say if you have 2 Spider-Verse on the board, right? Say if you have Spider-Woman and Dr. Octopus on your board, you actually have to put your Spider-Verse character in between them so that way the both cards can actually gain the buff. So basically you're wasting time trying to maneuver cards around the spots in order to get the best and maximum value of the skill. Now you can just place it and then they gain the buff. So this is 100% a positive. Swing into action. Previous skill, -1 gem, activate skill, refresh the shop, give all Spider-Verse characters +3 power. New skill, -10 gems, activate the skill once per game. Assemble a random 5-cost character card with star level 2. I don't know. Like, the 1 gem was never an issue to gain +3 power for your spider. I don't know. -10 gems to get a random 5-cost 2-star. If it was like a smaller card pool, maybe that's pretty cool, but there's a lot of bad 5-cost cards that you don't want to get in a Spider-Man deck. So this is definitely a super skip for me. If this was like a pick, yeah, it was like a super skip. You're getting, you're paying 10 for a 2-cost random 5-cost card. It's like, okay. Mighty Power, previous skill. A passive skill. First shop refresh costs 0. Okay, so they changed that. New skill, -1 battle gem. Activate skill, refresh the shop, reduce the cost of all Guardian cards in the shop by 1. So this is actually a good skill for Thor. This is actually a really good skill for Thor, Thor decks, because they all have Guardians. So this is like a no-brainer. Fire Boost, okay. Fire Boost, a previous skill, passive skill. If you have at least 4 battle gems in battle, your characters gain +4 power. New skill, 3 battle gems it costs you. Active skill, give your characters +4 power to the end of the next turn. So basically, you have to pay for Fire Boost now, which I think is completely fair. Fire Boost was like, what, +24 on the battlefield. So giving something up to have that +24 is definitely worth. So that's definitely a much needed change for Fire Boost. Let's see here. Enter the Armory. Previous skill, -1 gem. Activate skill, refresh the shop, reduce the cost of all Stark Industry cards by 1. New skill, passive skill. When you upgrade the shop to level 6, give all your Stark Industry cards +8. So basically, this is like an end game. Like, you want to make sure you have your Stark cards ready to go in the shop. And it's completely random because sometimes you actually can completely whiff on the skill. And this skill is like literally just once per game. So I would probably prefer the old skill than this skill, honestly. Alright, Armor, Maintenance, previous skill, 0 battle gems, activate skill, once per game, return all Stark Industry cards to your hand, give them +10 power, you can't play them again this turn. New skill, I never really liked this skill at all. New skill, 0 battle gem, active skill, once per game, return all Stark Industry cards from your hand, and you can't play them this turn. So they don't gain the 10, but you gain health equal to the number of cards in your hand. So at most, you could gain, what, 10 HP? And you lose your board presence? I don't know, man. I still don't like this skill. If it said something like, if you return all your Stark Industry cards and you gain health equal to their cost. So for example, if you have a 4-star, if you have a 4-drop, 3-drop, 3-drop, 6-drop, you gain what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You gain +16 instead. So that way you actually can survive. I think that would have been a lot better skill. Because just like gaining 1, because like at most, what, if you bounce everybody back, you'll gain what, 3 life if you have 3 Starks in the board, and you can't play them again. So now you have to hope you have other cards to play. I don't know, man. I think that skill is terrible. Unless it's like I said, unless it works like by the cost of the card, I think that'll be a better skill because then you actually can survive the turn and then try to play the cards again. So I don't know. I think the skill is still not that good. Guardians Unite. Previous skill, activate skill once per game. Your character's power -3, but the triumph skill triggers 3 times until the end of the next turn. New skill, passive skill. Your Guardians of the Galaxy characters gain +2 power, and the skill damage they dealt +2. So this is good for like Yondu and Rocket Raccoon. I'm still not a fan of this. I prefer like other effects that Star-Lord has. So Captain Bounty, this one was really bad too. Previous skill, passive skill, gain +2 battle gems the first time the far left and far right characters defeat an opponent in battle. This is completely random, completely RNG that this can work. New skill, 0 battle gem. Active skill, once per game, reduce the cost of all support cards in your shop to 0. So this is actually a fantastic skill if you're playing Intergalactic and you get nothing but 0 cost support cards. This skill is gonna thrive in an Intergalactic deck, like 100%. This skill is gonna be really ridiculous. Double tempo, this is the one I like. Previous skill, -3 gems, activate so your character's triumph skill triggers twice until the end of the next battle. New skill, 0 battle gem, activate skill once per game. Oh boy. Your character's triumph skill triggers 3 times to the next battle. I would rather pay the 3 gems and get it twice per turn, and you can do this over and over again, because that actually helps trigger Ego and Gladiator a lot to roll, to snowball a lot more frequently and faster. This is just once per game. Even though it triggers 3 times, but like, oof, you only get 1 shot at this. I don't know, I have to try it. Galactic Charge, previous skill, 4 battle gems, active skill once per game. Give all your attack cards +10 power to end the turn. I used this a lot too before to give Ego and Gladiator the boost. New skill, passive skill. At the start of battle, if your health is 5 or lower, give all your characters +10 power. This is very interesting because if you're going to late game and you're under 5 HP or less and you keep winning, you're going to snowball with the +10 power to all your units. Because it doesn't specify, say, Guardians. It is all your characters. So you're going to get +60 power on the board every turn unless you lose. The only bad thing about this is you have to get 5 or lower. And say, for example, if you happen to get that wonderful 6 HP, how are you going to reduce your HP by 1? There's rarely any cards that can do that. And the only card I can think of is Ghost. You could play Ghost and then take 1 life. But even then, that's like super risking it. So, this is a very like dice roll heavy type of skill. Balance adjustments to team up mode specific card. Ground pound previous skill. Give a random friendly character card each +3, 6, 9, or 15 power. New skill. Select a character for each different keyword in your card pool. Give that character 1, 2, 4, 6 power. So that's pretty cool. I don't really play team up because I'm never available. I'm always at work, so I really don't see too much change in that. So next we're almost done. Gravity Mine, previous skill, last word, deal 8 damage to a random opponent, 4 damage to characters adjacent to the opponent. New skill, last word, deal 7 damage to a random opponent and 3 damage to characters adjacent to that opponent. So this is a nerf. It got nerfed by 1 on both aspects. Okay, Yakon Arrow, previous skill, +8 power. When equipped to a Guardian of the Galaxy character, give them critical and annihilation, trigger 3 times in each battle. New skill, +20 power before attacking. When equipped to a Guardians of the Galaxy character, give them critical and annihilation, so it keeps it. Trigger once in each battle. That is absolutely insane, because when Yondu attacks and gets rid of somebody, you get a free Yakon Arrow on a character, on a Guardian character. Oh my goodness, that's actually pretty nuts. I like it. I like it. Spiderman Miles Morales, previous skill. When a friendly Spider-Verse character enters the battlefield, give them +5, 10, or 20 power. New skill, when a friendly Spider-Verse character enters the battle, give them +6, 12, 24. That's an obvious +1 boost. I like it. Sandman, armor from 8 to 12. That's a boost. I like it. Green Goblin, power 8 to 16. I like it. He needed it badly because he was a 5-cost card with 8 power and very little survivability. Now when you 2-star him, +32 power. That's a lot of attack for a character without buffs. I like it. Green Goblin, worth it. Dr. Octopus, power 7 to 8. Previous skill, before attacking a stun opponent, this card gains 4, 8, or 16 power. New skill, before attacking a stun opponent, this card gains 6, 12, 24. It's a +2 buff. You can't complain. It's a buff. It's good. Spider-Man. Previous skill, last word, give all your Spider-Verse characters 8, 16, 32 power. New skill, last word, give all your Spider-Verse characters plus 12, 24, 28 power. And give them stun. Oh no! That is good. That is really good. Not only they got the what, 9, 10, 11, 12. They got a +4 boost to all Spider-Verse. And you give them stun. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculously good. Because now what you're going to do is you're going to go like Spider. You're going to go Ghost Spider. And you're going to give Spider-Man Mask to Spider-Man. And then when Ghost gets destroyed, you're going to stun everybody. Then all your stun units are going to attack. And then if they get rid of Spider-Man, you're going to stun them again. So plus. So good. I like it. End of Spider-Man. Previous skill, defeat a Spider-Verse character at the start of your next turn, return them to your hand and give them 8 power. New skill, defeat a Spider-Verse character with star level 2 or lower at the start of next turn, return them to your hand and double their star level. So basically, this is the 6 cost action card, and you get, basically you're just going to pop your Spider-Verse. Pretty much is going to probably be Ghost Spider. Normally you only keep her as a 1 star, if a 2 star at max. And this will double her star, so that's really nice. So that is it. That is it for the battle chain. That is it for Season 4. All the cards. Overall, my thoughts on the update for Season 4, I think this is fantastic. This is going to really encourage new decks, new archetypes, new strategies. We're going to have, not only we're going to have a new arena, which is draft. I love draft in real life. When I play real card games, I love it. It's really fun. I can't wait to play that. We have faster speed animations. Thank goodness, because we needed it super badly. That's awesome. We're gonna have 3 new cards: Hydra Motivation, Explosion Trap, and MODOK for the neutral card pool. I can't wait to see that. And actually, we're gonna have ASP. Replacing Focus, so we're actually gonna have 4 new cards. Then we have all these changes, all these cards that people are using. Now they're gonna change their strategy. I love the change of the different archetypes now, where something used to be power, now it's support. Something used to be guard, now it's power. I do like that change. That gives a more refresh gameplay aspect to it. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for Season 4. I can't wait for Season 5. What is Season 5 gonna have? Like, this is like a brand new game. Like, literally almost the entire card pool that we have is completely changed. Like, for the better, too. And now you're gonna see, like, Spider-Man decks come rise. You're gonna see a full Asgardian deck. Guardians of the Galaxy, you're gonna see them more. Like, oh my goodness. You're gonna see Hela with the increased Guardian, like, Luffy combos and stuff. Like, I can't wait. I cannot wait to play this. This is going to drop tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be live streaming tonight because I think I got work. But we will go ahead and be live streaming this once the update when I come back from work home. And then we can actually play this and show some gameplay. Especially the draft. I can't wait for draft. I want to play that so badly. So then guys, let me know your thoughts down below on the new update for Season 4 of Marvel Duel. I cannot wait. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how excited you are. MODOK is finally here. That's super cool. I can't wait. I have no more words. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time on the next Marvel Duel video. Peace out, and I'll see you guys next time.